So I believe we finished off at East Haven. We were going to make our way to the Spire of Nethril. We had talked to Danica Greyspear and finished that quest. We'd gone to Bring Shanda, and from there we were heading back to East Haven.
Yes. This is the quest we were trying to do, but then we got distracted by the Black Cabin.
Yes, you're completely right. Yes. All right. Um, would you like to um, jump on them and have a little look? Let's pop you on the map there. So you look down to the southeast of East Haven. My map to load in. So I'm going to ping where the Spire of Nethril is.
Do you want me to draw a little spire?
Yeah, feel free. This is your map, so you can draw whatever markers you need.
Do I know it's called the Spire of Nethril? Am I accidentally metagaming?
No. This is you know that it's called the Spire of Nethril.
Okay, cool.
It is known to be a part of a larger city. At least that is the legend.
This didn't come out like I thought it was gonna look.
You know what? I think it's perfect.
It's there now. We love it.
Yeah, we love it. We're gonna cherish this blob.
Can I make it smaller? No, I could. Oh no, I'll just leave it alone.
There you go. I made it smaller.
Thank you. I will now forget that is the Spire of Nethril. Perfect.
Okay. So with that, you you grab your guide, the young gentleman who's trying to impress his girl.
Yes, and I let him keep the wine.
Yes, you did. Yes, that was very kind of you. Okay. And with that, we begin to plow through the snow. It's difficult going off track in Icewind Dale, especially when you have to cross the river. You find a frozen patch, and I would like you to make me a dexterity check to um, to basically get across the slippery ice.
Absolutely. Saving throw or just normal check?
I would say just to check.
11. Ooh.
An 11 is not perfect, but it does get you across the river. So basically scurrying on your arse, kind of following your lighter guide, get across the river. The guide points out into the wastes. Uh, it's that way, directly south from here. Well, you could possibly miss it, but it's like a big hole in the snow. It looks like a big kind of tunnel.
A,
I'm sure you'll see it.
a tunnel? Not a spire?
Yeah, tunnel. It's underground. You see.
An underground spire. Okay, well, that sounds interesting. Sure you don't want to tag along?
No, I'm fine.
Uh, uh okay, alone it is.
This person is like 17 years of age. They do not.
The perfect age for an adventurer. What are you talking about?
No, no,
Yes.
certainly not.
Like, as she's going, just like holding her familiar colt, just. No matter how many people I talk to, or how many people I try to get on adventures with me, I I can never find a party. Not even one person.
Paul looks up at you and kind of like, eh, kind of like shrugs his shoulders. You know, I don't know.
Maybe you scare them off or something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So with that, you continue on alone. It'd be horrible if a storm kind of approached right now and some kind of blizzard.
No. No, don't do that.
Wouldn't that just be terrible?
That would be terrible.
But wouldn't you know? There's a storm approaching.
Oh, I love Icewind Dale.
Take about 2 hours before it hits, and by that time you should be at the spire. But if you are delayed for any reason, it will be a lot harder to find the spire's entrance.
Okay. I got you. I got you.
So with that, you trudge through the snow. The going is difficult, but we're able to make the journey. And at the 2 hour mark, you should be around the place where this hole in the snow is supposedly kind of around.
Do you want me to make a perception check or something to try and spot it?
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Amazing. Okay, 18.
Okay. Um, Far to the east is this big chunk of black rock. You seem to have strayed to the west slightly. That may well be the bottom of the spire.
Hmm. Okay, I'll head towards there.
So you head towards this big chunk of rock, and it looks like a tree trunk that has been kind of torn off of its roots, except for the fact that this is a black rock. The hole is somewhere here, or if the hole is near here, that would make the most sense.
Hmm. Can I try and do something to sort of uncover some of the snow? Perhaps I have a cantrip.
Certainly. Do you want to have a look at your cantrips?
I have Mage Hand and Eldritch Blast. I feel like a combination of these can do it, but um, Eldritch Blast might be a little too much though. Oh gosh, don't. This is actually ridiculous, the amount of stuff I have. Oh no, my shovel is in my lamp. No.
The one thing you
I know. Can I try an Eldritch Blast it?
oh,
Since my Eldritch Blast is like warm sort of cinders.
okay. So as you begin to shoot multiple eldritch blasts into the snow, see clouds of snow kind of puff up around you. Make me an investigation check. The DC is easier, but I'm giving you disadvantage.
Okay.
Elibeth, good morning.
Investigation. 18. Oh wait, you said disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yes.
Never mind.
That is unfortunate. The DC was 10. Okay. For 2 hours, you search this area, kicking up the snow. In your desperation, you believe you may have even caved in this hole. Who knows?
No, no.
But as you are continuing to search, you hear snow. It's pouring in from north to south, blowing over you within seconds. as you are surrounded by a snowstorm, suffocating cold.
Okay, I need to really quickly find this entrance then. Ah, could I perhaps use coal? Uh, to have a look around?
Yes, you can. Cole has Devil's Sight
Mm-hmm.
out to 120 feet. So with that, you close your eyes and you see through Cole's black eye. No, he has white eyes. Doesn't he? Cole's white eyes.
Yes. Little beady eyes.
The halo of Cole's head is still there, still very much present, and doesn't seem to be going away in the slightest.
I think it's really cute. He has a little halo now. I need to update that on his little model here. This one.
Yeah, it's really, really nice. Okay. Beth, I believe we are all waiting for our game to arrive. It's Pokemon Day. Anyway, we could talk an hours about Pokemon, but we shan't. So, with Cole, you can fly if you wish to kind of have a little look around like that.
Yeah, he's kind of looking up, looking for a sort of depression in the slow, in the not the slow, the snow, the snow. Looking in the snow.
Okay. He is a little slow. So, with that, um, make me an make me a perception roll using Cole's, no, using your own stats. Um, it would be with disadvantage, but because he's flying, he has a better angle, so I'm giving advantage, which cancels out.
Nice. 16.
16 is quite good. Um, with a 16, he sees the hole. It was on the other side, a little further out from the rock than what you were looking.
Ah, I see. So it was kind of in desperation around this one area, like it must be here. Eldritch blasting.
Yeah.
Excavating.
Okay. So with that, jump into the hole, just as you see like two kind of large forms within the snow.
Oh, yes, from previously when the snowstorm came and there was the humanoids with the light coming out of their hoods.
You don't see any light, and these appear to be larger.
Ah, are there multiple?
There are two, and as you kind of disappear into the hole, they seem to be walking in a kind of an arc, kind of away from you.
Slightly worrying. But that's a problem for another day. As sort of she grabs her rabbit ears and pulls them down so not to be noticed as she climbs down.
Okay. So with that, I'm going to give chat the opportunity, if they wish, to manifest familiars. You'll see we have a little coal icon for our points, and we've named them imp food. And if you click on that, you can choose to assist Soot if you wish, which will manifest your familiar next to her.
Yes. I think everyone on the chat here has previously been here before, but for anyone joining later or in the VOD, um, everyone in chat is able to make imp sonas, which they can then be summoned to come help out. This was spawned after the Flock of Familiars spell became a big hit with her. So yeah, it's just a nice little thing we're adding in. Plus, I could always use some help.
Indeed.
Especially in puzzles. Oh my goodness, please, please save your imps for puzzles. I hate puzzles.
Yes, that is also something you could do.
How many points is it to summon an imp?
It's 400 points. However, I believe some people may be saving up to give you an extra life, which is 5,000 points.
That would be helpful. Yes, it's like I just want to roleplay. I don't want my real life being bad at puzzles to affect my character. uh,
It's okay. I will help you with any puzzles that appear.
Very kind of you. My very kind and would never kill me, DM.
Oh, I would certainly kill you. That's a different thing entirely.
Yes.
Okay.
Manifest Charles. Yes.
So, yes, I, Charles, just Charles, appear in Icewind Dale to help you. Imagine. Okay. So, would you like to climb down the hole?
Yes, I would.
Okay. Make me a DC 20
Uh,
dexterity saving throw.
it, DC 20.
Yes.
I was really hoping for that 20 then, because that would have been really funny.
Okay. And with that, you slide down a long length of tunnel. The tunnel is relatively smooth with these small alcoves that you can almost get your hands into, but just not quite. So you fall and you find yourself within a small room with very little light.
Oh, oh, is it a map?
It is indeed a map.
It's map time.
It's map
Oh,
time, yes.
I'm getting nostalgia. Obviously, this is the second playthrough of Icewind Dale for us. And I remember this map. I don't remember anything useful about it. I remember it's pretty.
Okay. So, as you look around, this slippery tunnel has opened up into an upside down room, the contents of which are coated in frost. Across from the tunnel is a wooden door that's flush with the ceiling, which used to be the floor. The door is ajar, and flanking it are two identical stone statues that hang down like stalactites. Across from the statues are sconces with upside down flames burning in them. These flames, they don't rise. Instead, it seems as if all of the heat is going towards the floor.
Okay. Because it's like upside down, right?
Yeah, everything here seems to be upside down.
Okay.
These doors here are too um, degraded to block any kind of anything from getting through. So you can just kind of like push this door open.
Okay, we'll do that. Um,
And with that, I'd like you to make me no. I'd like you to give me your passive perception.
15. It's pretty good.
15. You hear laboured coming from the left.
Uh, uh-huh. Can I like stealth? No, 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 no. I'll send invisible Cole in to have a look. Let
Certainly.
me summon him.
Um, and then roll advantage stealth for invisible coal.
Cole stats? Do you want me to use?
Yeah, coal stats.
It's dexterity, isn't it?
It is dexterity
So +3.
with advantage.
I know, I'm rolling twice.
Okay, cool.
21. Thank you, Cole.
Right. You see a standing corpse with ice blue skin, um, standing in front of a gentleman, is leaning up against the wall, seemingly completely relaxed. Um, the corpse has a large weapon out and is standing ready in front of the person.
So, I'm sorry, the person he's standing in front of is the undead, or are they both undead?
So the one that's the skull is the undead, and the one behind it is the non-undead.
Okay. And they look defensive, but not aggressive?
That is correct, yes. They wield a large longsword.
Can Cole speak, like, common? Or can I speak through Cole? I can't remember if this is a thing.
You can take an Eldritch invocation to speak through Cole if you wish, but apart from that, no.
Okay, so that's not the same as the extra Chainmaster feat I took? There.
That is not the same feat,
Okay,
no.
cool, cool, cool. I was just checking.
You're looking for that. It's Voice of the Chainmaster.
I did say I was kind of doing a pacifist run, so I might hide, go back, you know, call here, and say, oh gosh, this is a terrible idea. Excuse me, do you live here? I'm not coming to hurt you or anything. I don't want to get in trouble with your undead friend.
So,
Oh
you
no.
hear the creaking of dead flesh and like you can barely hear what they're saying. Um, and hear a voice ring out from the room. Hello there. I don't mean to hurt you at all. So, if you wish to come in, then feel free. My bodyguard will not hurt you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so glad to hear a normal voice. And like she takes a sigh of like, see, my theory of not everyone is bad is perfect. Um, yeah, and she kind of nervously peeks round the corner. It's just me. Uh,
Okay. You see that the bodyguard kind of looks at you for a second and then kind of stands aside. And this gentleman rises. He is dressed in a heavy material. A huge cloak sits on his shoulders, and a large floppy hat with a huge brim and almost like a wizard's point trailing off to the side. He smiles through a large beard, and his eyes seem kind.
does the floppy wizard's hat look like the one that perhaps might have been burning at the stake?
Oh, it looks exactly like it.
Strange. How interesting. Oh, I love it. Getting nostalgia.
You mean this one?
Yes, this big wizard's floppy hat.
Yep, looks a lot like that hat.
She sort of does a double take, you know? Uh, uh, oh, interesting. Uh, and then sort of thinks not to say, oh, you know, I've seen someone like you who died. Uh, I was just here to explore, but I suppose you've beat me to it.
Well, yes, in a way, but it might well be quite a nice uh, surprise as well. What's your name?
I'm Soot, and you?
Zahn. Nice to meet you.
Dazan?
Zahn.
Dazan.
Zahn. Dzaam.
Wait, I've got to make a note on this because I'm never going to remember that. Dazan. Got it. Well,
And this is my friend Chris. And he points towards the undead. You're like, kind of like stares at you.
Cryptus. That's a great name for an undead. If that's not racist?
It's his name.
Okay, cool. Um, well, yeah, I just got a tip off that this place was kind of interesting, and maybe you could show me around if you've already explored it.
Oh, I've explored a little bit, certainly. But actually, I've been waiting for someone just like you.
What do you mean?
Well, do you know where you are?
It's an upside down spire from a lost city, apparently.
Yes. Are you here for any reason, or is it just the treasure that you like?
Well, it sounded like an interesting thing. Uh, and I've sort of been on a quest to look for clues to stop the rhyme with the Frost Maiden, as silly as that might be, and lost places like this are usually full of magic.
Indeed, they are. I can assure you. Fortunately, I cannot use it,
What do you mean?
though I may be innocent. Unfortunately, I'm not as I once was. By any chance, seen me before?
Uh, yeah, I didn't want to mention this, but I think someone from your school or something was perhaps burnt at the stake because they wore the same hat as you.
Uh, yes. That would be Dazan.
You said you were Dazan.
I am Dazan.
I don't understand.
You're also Dazan.
Uh, uh, are you a ghost? Oh gosh, please don't touch me. Don't touch me if you're a ghost.
I am a simulacrum. A little similar, but born of illusion.
All right.
I can speak to you, talk to you, I can see you, but unfortunately, I cannot learn any additional information. Um, when I cast magic, I am a simple illusion. Sentience.
Right.
If my part is deceased, then that means
Which means you're now the true Dazan. Congratulations.
quite yet, my dear, quite yet. Unfortunately, I am not flesh and blood. I am made of snow, and he kind of like reaches out and touches him. He is ice cold.
She does not let him touch her
Oh, okay.
because if he's a ghost, then that would be bad.
Yes.
She's like pulls away. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but
Oh no, no.
if
I know.
if you are a ghost, I really could do with not being an old person all of a sudden. I have too many quests to do.
It's a cockatiel screaming somewhere far off.
He has a parrot.
There's a parrot on his shoulder.
I should have made one of the imps a parrot.
That would be too smart.
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. So, um, Zone says, I understand. Honestly, I would do the same. But I do ask one thing.
Hmm?
You need the help of flesh and blood. I do not wish to take over your body. I do not wish to take anything. The mere fact that you are living, we are not, is all I need.
I I still don't understand. Is this some weird ritual stuff you need from me?
Not exactly. Um, Let me give you a little bit of a history lesson. This place is once a tower of illusion, a spire of fabrication, a place that could make the unreal real. Do you understand the implications for our society? Imagine an object into life, the largest diamond, the rarest component, anything your heart desires, even a perfect wife, a husband,
That's
dog.
Sounds like too much power, if you ask me, but could it?
Is to say that that's too much power. I think that men should at least have the opportunity to use these things.
I mean, in the right hands, I suppose. She sort of scowls and grumbles, you know. I don't know how I feel about it. That this is just sitting here and anyone could do that.
Would you allow me to at least try to eat the flesh and blood body for myself?
Not so soon. You know, the real Dazan was burnt at the stake for a reason. Apparently, he killed adventurers. You wouldn't do the same, would you?
Also,
You don't have any insight into why he might have, do you?
he was a crass man. Would have wanted to keep his secrets safe. But of course, now that you are here, there is no more secret.
I will trust you on this because I am interested to know more. Perhaps it might be a small step towards Frost Maiden's curse. Powerful magic is bad in the wrong hands, but if I'm researching it, put it in the right hands to try and bring back summer. I don't know. Maybe that's something this place could do?
You wish to bring back summer?
Yes, more than anything.
I like you. I think we could get on.
You do?
Certainly. There is an ancient city lost within Icewind Dale, buried, trapped beneath ice by the Frost Maiden herself.
The Frost Maiden trapped in an entire city?
Many years ago, a city fell, and there it lay, with all its occupants dead. But now, Auril has taken command of Icewind. She has trapped it beneath us. I wish to free the city, to free its secrets from the world, to free its occupants, if any still remain.
I I'm interested. That that piques my interest quite a lot. Yes. Okay. Wow. A lost city. Absolutely. Oh, okay, well, I help you with this bringing your body to reality back and you show me where this lost city is.
That sounds like an amazing idea.
Perfect. Okay, what do I do? Do you want some blood, or do I say some magic words? Do you have a spell book?
Unfortunately, I have to progress down this chamber. The um, the room that I need to conduct this magic is at the very bottom, what would have been the very top.
Oh, right. Okay, well, that shouldn't be a problem. You haven't heard any monsters or anything running around, have you?
That is the reason I cannot pass.
Ah, well,
Whilst they cannot hurt me, they can still destroy the snow that I planted, and my good friend Critus may not be as powerful to destroy these creatures.
mm, okay, well, no matter. I am quite sneaky and should be able to get them from a distance. Proceed behind me would be the best idea.
As you wish.
Anything around this room first? I should probably have I'm sorry, I need to have a look around.
No, please feel free. I can't touch it. So if it's there, it's stayed there.
Okay. Can I investigate the room We're in, and the room next to it, please.
Certainly. Just a second.
Chicken is being a little screaming boy today.
He has been a big screamer, isn't he?
He wants to play Icewind Dale.
He does. He wants to be here. Okay, which room are you checking first?
The one I'm in. The one with them in.
Okay. So, this room contains shattered and jumbled equipment, much of it near two heavy wooden work tables, one on its side and the other upside down. Would you like to search through this wreckage?
Yeah.
Okay. So, with that, you kind of push apart this wreckage, and this is obviously, some kind of workshop at some point, um, but it's now just a mess. And you find something.
Do.
Find a heavy iron key.
Okay. Perfect. A heavy iron key added to inventory. If that's the only thing I find, I'm going to continue on to the next room.
Okay. Going into this next room, the floor is covered with shards of glass, frozen pools of spent fluid, and the wreckage of two cabinets. In a niche in the far corner of the room, a metal chest is bolted to the ceiling. Its lid is locked.
Oh, does the metal key fit?
So, looking around this room, make me an intelligence check. You can have advantage seeing as Dazan might help you.
13.
13 is good enough. So, you see the remnants of potions on the floor. This whole area is basically slick with potion fluid.
Oh, I've got it. There's probably potions in the chest above, and if I open them upside down, they're all going to fall out and shatter.
Very, very good.
Yeah?
Yes, absolutely. We'll see.
Wait. Before you continue on, I take off my scarf and I ask Cryptus to sort of hold the other end of it,
Certainly.
and
Quintus does that. Oops.
like a net, and then I'll give my imp the key to open it, and hopefully they just fall neatly into my fluffy scarf.
Certainly. And with that, chicken is being so loud. We're so sorry. So, Cole goes, 1, 2, 3, and he opens the chest. And with that, you hear a clunk, and I think 4 potions fall out of this chest, and they
Yes.
tumble into the scarf.
Yes.
So each of these potions look very similar. They are in the same kind of glass container. However, each one of them has a label upon them. One of the labels looks like a green drop.
Okay. Maybe a poison?
One of the labels looks like a kind of what do you call it? A snowflake.
Cold resistance of it.
One of them looks like a flame.
Fire resistance?
And one of them looks like a white square with an empty middle.
Okay, I have no idea on that one. White square potion. What?
The square on one side, I'm drawing for you actually.
It could be invisibility. That's what my gut tells me. Thank you. I feel so proud. I worked out a puzzle. Honestly, it was mostly visual, so.
This is what the potion it looks like it has that symbol upon it.
Ooh. Any thoughts, chat? I'm thinking something that maybe lets you go through walls or invisibility. That's my gut instinct on that one. Okay, I'm gonna pocket them and ask Dazan about them.
Okay. Dazan looks at them. Make me an Arcana check with intelligence.
With
With
info?
advantage, rather.
Okay. I mean, it is intelligence, so 15.
Okay. With a 15, Dazan looks at them. Hmm. Let's think about this. It's a white plane force, so it is not a tangible force. And the arrow suggests perhaps a projectile. What kind of magic would that fit?
Magic missile.
Yes, you're right. So what kind of magic is magic missile?
Uh, I I'm from Icewind. I didn't really have much of a magic education. I don't really know anything about schools of magic, other than there's probably like fire, water. Uh, do I hear force from one of my imps?
Yes, coal kind of flies up to your ear. Force.
Oh yeah, force. That was easy.
Ah, yes. Perhaps this potion provides a resistance to force.
Force resistance?
Force resistance.
That I can't even imagine what I would use that for, but I will make a note.
Well, you are aware of the magic missile spell, yes? Perhaps one could use it to reduce the damage from the magic missile spell.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I understand. I think I might drop the key as well. I don't think we need that anymore.
You could just untick it for now if you wish.
No. Unless okay, until I get out the tower, that's actually a good point. Thank you.
All good.
Okay, well that should be everything. Oh, and okay, a design and Cryptus, and Cole. Down we go. Oh gosh, there's another room. I'm gonna be so thorough. I'm sorry.
So, um, the corridor you're in contains a set of upside down stairs. The passage is so choked with rubble and ice that it cannot be used.
Oh, so we have to find another way down?
Yes, it seems you'll have to find another way
Okie dokie. Going in this room. I think we found a way down, right? Right? The hole.
indeed. So, tall bookshelves affixed to the outer wall have spilled their contents onto the ceiling and turned floor. A large table lies on its side, one leg broken. A 5-foot wide tunnel in the floor to the east leads down. I'd like you to make me an intelligence check.
Absolutely. Just flat intelligence. 7.
No worries. So, looking around, yeah, you missed something there, but that's fine. So, looking around, just a bit of information. Um, you, this was obviously a bookshelf. You can see books laying on the floor, and there are 3 intact books if you wish to look at them.
Um, she does like to make a point of taking books and giving them to her patron as like something for him to do. So, yeah. F, that is so cursed. I will allow this comment.
So, Beth, I would say that Cole's tongue is a raspy, black, kind of like lizard tongue almost, like the kind of the same texture as a cat. So yeah, that would definitely get her attention if you needed to do that.
I want you to know that Twitch flagged that as inappropriate, and I had to allow it.
Oh my god! Wow. Yeah, long tongue. That makes sense.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, are the titles of the books of any importance?
Um, you can barely read them. They're in some kind of old version of Common, but at least they are in Common. You find magical wonders of Nethril. You find mysteries of the Faerun, and you find wizards in the Hollow.
Are you popping these in Twitch chat? Oh, amazing.
I am indeed.
There's a lot of like doing item stuff today, isn't there?
It's okay. You're a one-man unit, so it's all on your shoulders.
It's okay. I'm so glad I took Warlock of the Genie. I'm so glad. Can you imagine if I didn't? How would I take
I
everything?
I cannot imagine, honestly.
You just wouldn't use encumbrance rules, I think, if like I chose not to be like, that kind of warlock. Okay, I'll take them and then I'll be giving them to my patron later.
Okay. So now all that remains is the hole.
Yes. I need to see if there's something I can climb down. Can you go spend some time with Chicken? Little chicken licking. Okay. I do have a climbing kit. Can I use that?
You can use the climbing. You can pop a rope around some of this rubble, or kind of hammer a piton into the floor and rappel down if you wish. However, that may not be necessary, as there as the drop is 12 feet
Oh.
and you are 5 foot. So if you hang from your arms, it will be a total of near to 7 feet. So you'll just kind of drop down a few feet,
Yeah, okay.
unless you want to leave a rope to kind of climb
No.
back up again.
I do want to leave a rope, actually. That is a great idea.
Cabin, yes, I can show you. We'll put it on the Discord at the end of this stream. Once once we pop a link in.
This is Chicken. The-
Yeah, little chicken
He has
is
he's a
right there.
cockatiel and he has a little waistcoat in his markings. He's looks polite, but he is not. Oh, it's so funny. He wasn't screaming the entire day, apart from the morning when he just wants a little bit of attention and peekaboos. And then we start playing D&D and he's like, "Mom, Dad, can I play? Please." Could make him an Aarakocra or a Kenku. Be absolutely adorable. He does need to be an NPC. Need like a nice homebrew high fantasy setting for him. It'd be really cute. Thank you for helping the chicken.
Hopefully the chicken is pacified. If not, unfortunately you shall have to hear his screams. Alright, so with that, you affix a rope and you rappel down to the next level. So
Where am I? Oh, I went across. I understand.
you look around. Oh my goodness, he's feeling even more. Um, you look around, and you can see what seems to be some kind of like cages. Um, so this room contains two metal cages, both badly damaged. Nearby, two roughly dug tunnels, one in the ceiling and one in the floor, lead to other areas. Narrow windows along the bowed outer wall afford you a glimpse of the earth into which this structure impaled itself.
Okay. So obviously I need to get like the furthest down possible. But I still want to look for treasure here. So I'm just gonna send Cole around, like looking,
Certainly.
because it's the most efficient way to take treasure and goodies.
Okay, for sure. Let me describe the room that you currently in P7. Um, so, an upside down table sits in the middle of this room, and books are scattered around it. Clinging to the bowed outer wall is an upside down fireplace. Along that same wall is a window with nothing but hard packed earth beyond it. And there is a picture of this very room. Give me a second. I will use this time that Sophie is taking to pacify the chicken to get you
What?
guys this
No.
image.
Show me the image. I'm here. I want to see it.
You will in just a second.
Give me the cool art, please. That is really cute.
Here it is.
Pepper wants to be a D&D character too. Ooh. Upside down table. Oh, that's so cool. What are all these drawings on the floor? There's like papers scattered around and books.
I can tell you. So, um, looking around, um, make me an investigation check.
15.
With a 15, you look around and you get the feeling this is some sort of laboratory. Almost a library. So, this is some sort of laboratory. And it seems that these cages contained creatures, and indeed you can see the chitinous kind of carapace of an insect-like person in one of the cages.
Oh. Okay. But no treasures.
Unfortunately, there don't seem to be any treasures within here, apart from the books, well, the pieces of paper.
What about in here?
Looking into the leftmost room, um, this room contains the shattered remains of a desk and some chairs. You quickly discover that all sound is muted here.
A perfect place. Cole only realizes this as he screams. Uh,
Look at Cole. His mouth is open and he's trying to scream. And scream and scream and scream.
That's funny. Okay. And then in here?
Looking at this place, you see a collapsed staircase with a partially buried human skeleton beneath rubble. The
Ooh.
um, the human skeleton is covered in tattered robes, and looking at it, you can tell it's of a younger person, likely an apprentice who may have died during the crash,
Hmm.
because this obviously fell off of something much larger. You examine the skeleton.
Yeah, Cole looks around.
Um, one of the skeleton's fingers is missing. Um, this is the skeleton's ring finger.
Ah, okay, so in the rubble, is there perhaps a finger?
You look around and you cannot see it. You get the feeling that explorers have come here in the past and may have broken off this ring finger
Okay,
to get to a ring.
so it has been pillaged before. Okay. I'll send Cole back. And last room to check is here. Is this the staircase?
So this is a spiral stairway. Um, Unfortunately, this is also choked with rubble, um, making it impossible to pass.
Okay. How far is this drop?
That is another 12 feet.
Okay. Yeah, we can do this one. I don't have like two sets of rope, so I can't like do the rope thing again, but that's fine.
Certainly. You could always just dangle your entire rope down through the soul if you wish.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got about 12 feet of rope there, and then another 12 feet. So 24 feet of rope used so far.
Mhm.
Okay. And with that, you find yourself here. If you go down,
Down. Oh, and across. Oh, there we go.
okay, let me describe this room for you.
Wait, you didn't bring coal.
I didn't bring coal. Oh, you can go now. It's okay.
Where is he? Feel free to describe it, so I'm describing him.
So, this chamber appears to have been a wizard's laboratory, as evidenced by the upside-down storage cupboards and the empty shelves fastened to the walls, the shattered glass and alchemical equipment strewn across the floor, and the arcane symbols painted on what is now the ceiling. In the middle of the space, 5-foot wide passageways punched through the ceiling and floor lead to other levels. Near them, a partially collapsed wall exposes a room that lies beyond.
Where is that? Can you ping?
Certainly, here,
Oh, so it's just like through again.
yes.
Gotcha. Okay, let's send Cole to this room before we go.
Okay, and which room is called in? Sorry, is it this one?
He's
Okay.
sorry, you can't see him. He needs a proper token.
He needs, yeah.
But
It's okay.
it's really cute because he is invisible as an imp, so
Yeah. Um, okay, let's see. Some effort has been taken to arrange the contents of this upside-down room, creating a functional office. A table stands in the middle of the room, surrounded by small stacks of books. And you get the feeling that Tazan has been down here before. And he may have arranged, or had Crintus arrange this place into a study for him.
ah, like the real Dazan, or yeah, the real Dazan because this one can't touch books and stuff. Do you remember what your real counterpart was doing here? What were they researching?
I remember quite a lot of what he did until the moment he separated himself from me. So, yes, I remember him making this place, and I have been staying around. Yeah.
Okay. Was it anything nefarious? Was it interesting?
Um, Within this room, no, um, I am merely a researcher. I wish to unlock secrets.
So he was looking into the lost city.
Yes. To give you more information, it's a fragment of a Netherese flying city that crashed nearly 2,000 years ago.
A flying city?
Yes, yes. A city built by the Netherese people, an ancient people, insane control of magic, who were able to make their cities float.
Right. That sounds incredible, but also impossible. But I mean, with all the magic stuff I've seen, I don't doubt that it could have happened. While I'm talking, I close my eyes again. And obviously Cole's checked in here, but it's nothing like useful, no more potions or like tools or artifacts.
So, um, looking around, there is something.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what appears to be um, a small book. This book is pressed with leaves and flowers, and though it is um, now unreadable, this feels like another piece of memorabilia.
Oh, I go in and I touch it. Oh,
Okay, you lean down and you touch this thing, and immediately you are not where you were before. Looking around, you can see an altar that hangs 9 feet above the floor, and you watch as you um, and Design attempt to create um, a body for Design. Design stands inside this machine, and the process is successful. Design is flashing blood.
interesting. Okay.
And then you have a premonition pushing out into the snow. You see as a fractured picture depicts um, depicts four kind of realities. You don't know which of these realities will come to pass. Um, Either Design is instantly destroyed and collapses into a pile of ice and snow. Design turns into a corrosive, hostile blob of black ooze. Or Design becomes real, but as you're out in the snow, he, um, he ceases to be real and winks out of existence. Or in this last premonition, you see Design becoming real and staying. There are four um, paths that can be taken.
By staying, do you mean like staying here or like his form stays?
He becomes permanently real
Okay.
in the last one.
And there's no hint of how to get that.
Make me insight or an investigation check. Or Arcana, I would say.
So, Arcana or investigation. Arcana. Let's go Arcana. No, investigation. They're the same.
Arcana is good.
Okay.
If you want to go Arcana. I mean, it is magic stuff.
Did you say with advantage?
No, I didn't.
Okay, wishful thinking. Oh, 7.
Okay.
No.
Um,
Quick, can we have an
let's see.
imp on? Quick, quick. I need inspiration.
I will allow this if we get a suitable imp pun in the chat.
What counts as a suitable imp on? Yeah!
Oh shit.
Guidance frog coming in clutch.
Okay,
Thank
cool.
you.
Um, sure, we can do that. So, rather than gaining inspiration, um, you see a little imp appear inside this kind of reality, and it seems to be like heavily pointing towards this disc on the altar.
Okay.
There's something about this disc on the altar, and that's all I'm going to give you.
That is still pretty good. But the imp gets to stay around, right? The second imp?
um,
The guidance frog.
yes, it does. Yes,
Guidance frog? I cannot remember for the life of me. Did you make an imp sonar? Or what would your imp look like?
I don't believe they did.
My brain cannot remember. I draw so much in a day. I don't know. Nemo!
Emo. Ah, there
Of
we go.
course you'd be called fucking guidance frog. That's good.
Let me get it up in chat. Actually, it's in the bottom of Icewind Accelerator. So.
You want me to show Nemo's imp? Yeah. I think I pinned it. Oh. How do I open it? Please. Can we see the amazing imp? Yes, yes, yes. Oh. So this is just like pointing at the circle.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of pointing with its entire body, like, look at this kind of thing.
Yes. Okay, is that technically on the ceiling or the floor? Because it's upside down.
It's technically on the ceiling.
Okay. I go back out like now with the two imps instead of one. And Dazan, I have good and bad news.
Okay. Tell me the bad news first.
Um, what you're wanting to accomplish is very risky, and there is a huge chance that you might wind up dying from this and ceasing to exist.
Right. But if I don't do it, I will always be an illusion.
Yes, but I did see a premonition of a way to succeed, uh, but I. It's something to do with the circle. Uh, on the on the device, the contraption that I don't know what to call it. I will have to be careful when using this for you. Very careful.
As you wish. I would still like to go ahead with this.
Yes, I understand. Right. Um. I'm gonna send Cole this way first because I have a feeling, that something bad's gonna happen. Is there a door here, or is the tower just smaller now?
So there is an entranceway through there. You can see through it, but it is hard to get through. You'd have to jump over the hole.
Oh, Cole can just fly.
Yes, he can. Second then. Okay. So, do you want to get Cole in there?
Yes, I would like to.
Okay, perfect. So, a stone altar is attached to the ceiling of this otherwise empty semicircular room. An 8-pointed star is carved into the eastern face of the altar.
Does this look at all like the premonition?
It does not.
Okay. Eight-pointed star. So, is this look like another room for casting magic? That's the main feature of this room?
Um, let's see. Make me a religion check first.
Religion. Oh gosh. Oh
Yes.
no. Oh no. Ah,
Okay.
I have no idea.
So, you can have advantage because Dazan's gonna be helping you.
Yeah. Wait, wrong
So
thing.
you always get advantage when the people are around you.
16. Just
That
like
is a lot more like it.
shouting back, like, "Hey, do you know anything about like a six-pointed star?"
Okay. So this eight-pointed star.
Oh.
This eight-pointed star is the holy symbol of Mistral. Um, let's think. That sounds like the symbol of Mistral. It's the first incarnation of Mistral, the god of magic. Do you know the god of magic?
Not personally.
Well, yes. um, let's see. Mistral shrine. This is a shrine to Mistral, and shrines to Mistral are often places full of mystery. They are very rare. Maybe there's something hidden.
Oh gosh, it's another puzzle. I send the other imp in. My brain is telling me that the imp was called Bimp. Am I right? I feel like it had a really silly name.
I believe it was called Bimp, yes.
It's so good. Uh, yeah, I send them both in, and they're
You
just
can send Bimp and Cole in, yeah.
yeah, and they're just gonna be like touching things, pressing things, reading things, picking things up, causing general imp havoc.
Okay. So, with that, you you send them in, and do you touch the shrine?
Uh, not personally, but Cole definitely does because I can't quite get there.
Okay. Okay. So, um, looking around, the imps touch the shrine, and they look around and have it make me an Arcana check. Once again with advantage, as you're looking through Cole's eyes. Are you looking through Cole's or Bimp's eyes?
Bimp. Let's do Bimp.
Okay. Bimp sees only in shades of red.
Nice. Nat 20.
That's 20.
Clearly this imp is way better at looking than Cole, but so we'll never tell that to Cole. But she's definitely thinking like, this is pretty good vision. Like,
Okay. So looking around, um, this altar doesn't appear magic, but you see runes carved into it that Dazan tells you can hide magic. So this altar is indeed magic.
I, I imagine there is not too much I can do, while not being in there myself.
That is correct.
Okay, I'm gonna try. It's not that hard. It's just a bit of a jump, right?
Just a jump.
Is there any planks I can could have put across this hole for now? Try and get
I believe you
across.
can see one on the map.
Yeah, yeah. Can I just do that?
Yeah, sure. So you go into the room above. You drag over that table, and you pop it over the hole.
I like that. That's good.
What's your dexterity score?
Oh, I have a 15 dexterity.
Okay, that's fine. And with that, you can cross the table without it kind of like exploding.
Thank you. And I joined the imps in this passage.
Okay, and Dazan kind of watches from here.
Mhm. I am going to touch the altar and cast Mage Hand on it.
Okay. As you touch the altar, you see something beginning to materialize on the surface of the altar. Something that you know is going to drop in three,
Oh, I
two,
dash out of the
one.
way, out of the way, out of the way.
So, um, it's not heavy. This thing is a potion. You see a potion materializing on
You
the altar.
said a thing! You scared me!
Okay, I'd like you to make me, let's see, I'd like to make me a, shall I make you roll?
This feels like dexterity. Or sleight of hand.
Yeah, let's do a little bit of, let's do a little bit of sleight of hand.
Can all the imps also run to try and grab this?
The imps are in this room, so yeah, you can roll for each of the imps if you'd like.
Okay, so I'll do one. I get a 14, and then my imps. Oh gosh, I closed the imp file. Imp, imp, imp. They also get dexterities. 1, 2. Okay, highest we got was 14.
Okay. Thankfully that's enough.
Oh, good.
Oh, goodness. Okay. Yeah, it's a DC 10. Um,
Oh, good.
so you're like, oh god, and then like dive out the way just to see this flask falling through the air. Cole rushes towards it. This is it. Imp rushes towards it and hits it with his skeletal wings, also missing it. Um, and that kind of like that glancing blow from Dimp's wings just plants it squarely in your hands.
Amazing. Thank you, I say, looking at the imps and then at the potion.
Okay. You hold within your hand a blue flask.
Can I make an arcana check on it?
You can. What would you like to try and find out?
What it is?
Okay, sure thing.
12.
Design is unable to help you with this as you are in different rooms.
Yeah.
So this liquid is a blue liquid that seems what's the word? Effervescent. It will evaporate quite quickly. It's kind of like misty inside there.
That's cool.
So if you open it, you need to do something with it quickly.
Oh, okay. She quickly. No, she quickly pops the cork back on.
Probably quickly.
Yeah, that's cute. Okay. Is that all? If I touch the shrine again, does it do anything?
No, it does not do anything.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, I think it's time to push the rope all the way through and go down.
Okay, another 12 feet of rope. Or is it 36 now? How many feet of rope do you have?
Don't you get 50 feet? Or is it
You get
60?
50 feet of rope.
You get no. How much of hempen rope do you get? 60? Is it 60 feet or 50
It's
feet?
50 feet of hemp rope. I'm just wondering how much you have.
So, fun story. For like years, I literally thought hempen rope. It wasn't like hempen. It was hemp and rope.
What?
Yeah, legit. For
What?
like 3 years of our playing, I genuinely like was really confused why hemp always came with rope. I know. I know.
So,
Yeah,
what?
I don't.
Okay,
I didn't know hemp and rope was the thing. So I just.
okay.
Yeah, I know.
Um, well, we've learned something new here, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting. Okay, so Cole is looking up at you, and um, and he's grabbing the flask out of your bag, and he's like, bottoms up, bottoms up.
Hey. Do I have to do it now? Do I have to drink it? Because of Kevin Borrow? Okay, I'll cut you a deal. I'll use it if there's a fight down there.
Thank you for the cheer, Kevin Borrow. That's very kind of you.
Yeah, thank you. think that is our first year.
Hello, Kachi. Kachi Shu?
You
Kachi
have
Shuto?
an adorable emote, and I appreciate that. The rope thing. You don't know, like, when I found out that it wasn't, like, felt so silly. I just kept it to myself. I was like, I can't admit I thought this. Oh,
That is a secret you've kept for me for how many
I
years?
just,
We've been playing for 8 years, my dear.
I thought it would make you cringe. Oh, can I go down the hole and drown my shame in probably a fight?
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay, let's continue. Um, so, would you like to check out the spiral area, or would you like to move on?
Oh, he said I should check something. Uh,
I'm just asking.
yeah, I'm gonna set it in pretty quickly. Fly.
Okay. Um, give me a second. Ah, yes. Okay, so that place doesn't have anything. just asking if you want to see it. However, you did notice something else in the northern. If you wish to have a look at
I
it,
did. Cole remembers and goes to pillage.
you certainly did. Okay, so as Cole and Bip kind of fly over and into this room, um, see uh, an amulet sitting on the table.
Sorry, you didn't mention this until now?
I forgot. Okay, I forgot. Don't call me out.
A mysterious amulet. Cole grabs this, puts it round his little imp neck, and drags it out to me.
Okay. Desan looks at it and says, yes, my creator. He retrieved that from a little bit further below and brought it up here for investigation. But of course, he's gone now, so
Do you know what it does?
I'm afraid not. I don't really care much about it.
Okay, I shall take it. Um, can I do a check on this? I really want to put it on, but like that's like a really bad idea in Icewind to just put on an amulet that says mysterious amulet.
Certainly. What would you like to find out using your Arcana check?
Is it magical? And do I recognize the symbols? Yeah, it's pretty fair.
Okay. Um, we can do a history check to see if you recognize the symbols.
History.
Yes, Kevin, what could possibly go wrong?
Getting a 9. That could go wrong.
A 9. You do not recognize the symbols on this, but you get the feeling that someone who knew Giant may well do.
Giant? Is it a
Yes,
big
the language of
necklace?
giants. It is. Let me give you the exact sizing.
Can I write giant amulet? Would that is that an accurate thing to
Yeah, you
remember it
could write
by?
that if you wanted. Um, the amulet is a 4-inch wide disc composed of silver framed wood with a rune carved into its face.
Okay. And Dazan doesn't recognize the rune either.
Zazan doesn't recognize it, nor does he particularly care.
Sits here like going through everything really thoroughly, and he's like, "Can I just get a real body already?" Like,
Yeah. Um, you also do see some books if you wish to pick them up.
um, there was that flower press book. I picked that one up. What should I call that?
That's
Dazan's.
that's a memorabilia. It's not Zazan's. It's
Oh,
just a.
never mind then. Okay, then I'm just gonna go. I've got enough books, unless they're interesting, but
You could always come back with them when you kind of come back up if you
yeah,
wish.
what I'm planning to do is, um, basically just like come back and then in this place sleep here, going into my genie lamp and just dump a load of stuff. So I shouldn't have to worry about carrying capacity moving on through the wastes.
That's good.
Okay, now with the hempen rope,
Yes, the hempen, not hemp.
hempen rope. Have you seriously never heard me saying hempen rope?
Um, no, you see, I've never considered that you might think that it's hemp and rope rather than a hemp and rope.
Well,
So I suppose I was never kind of looking for it.
I knew what rope was, but I didn't know what hemp was, so I just, Right, down we go.
Okay, hopefully that hemp and rope can hold you.
Stop it, you.
All right. So, with that, as you go down, you realise this may well be the last level.
Yes, yes, I was thinking that.
Yeah.
Thank you. Where's my imps? Nice. Okay. First up, general investigation of this room, clearly to look for items of interest. Shall
Okay.
I do just?
Did we lose Bimp along the way?
I
Where
didn't.
is
I didn't
Bimp?
get a bimp token.
Oh, you didn't get a Bimp token.
I kind of just assumed the imps would be like holding hands or something.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't,
no, no, no,
you
sure,
know.
for sure, for sure.
I can put a second imp down, but I will. Will lose them. Like, let's be
It's
honest.
okay. It's okay. Better that they kind of stay. That they
Yeah.
kind of stay together.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Uh, can I roll investigation?
You certainly can. Yes. Let me
Just.
give you the description of this room first.
I'm too excited. No, I want the items.
Rusty tableware, shattered plates, and broken chairs lie scattered on the floor, mid two tables, one overturned and one on its side. Crawling out from behind the tipped over table is a hulking, eight-legged reptile with glowing eyes.
Sorry, what?
I'd like you to roll me initiative,
Sorry,
please.
excuse me.
Give me just a second to get the initiative meter up.
There was just a lizard behind this table? Are you
Yeah.
in here? I'm having too much of a
Yeah.
vibe.
Sorry.
Should I roll for... No, imp goes after me in initiative. Look at this turn order. It's ridiculous when you're doing a solo run. Just like me v this thing.
All right. So, what you see is, give me just a sec.
Remember when we were like, we're just gonna do like a quick thing and quickly go through the Nephil Tower? Oh.
You see this?
Oh, that's actually really cool. Is it a basilisk? What is it?
You don't know. I cannot tell you.
It's cool though. It's really cool.
With that, do you want to fight or do you want to take a break?
Fight. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it. All right.
Unless
So,
anyone else in chat really needs a quick break before we get into it. I'm gonna take that as a no. Doo-doo-doo. Let me fight this thing.
I'm going to assume that we continue fighting. All right. In that case, this thing, unfortunately, has you've not seen it coming, but it has revealed itself rather than giving itself a surprise turn, almost as if it was surprised itself.
Surprise! I fell down a hole.
Surprise, yeah. Okay. So with that, you see as Crintus, the undead, screams and charges this monster, beginning to fight it. The basilisk itself turns towards Crintus and What did I roll? I rolled a 4. Okay. So, you watch as stone begins to creep up Crintus's legs, melding him with the floor. And
Oh,
Crintus begins to turn to stone.
it is a basilisk. And that's what
The
basilisks.
basilisk's eyes flash.
Oh no.
To avoid this, you can avert your eyes.
Yes. Yeah. Please?
Okay.
Can I do that out of my turn?
Yeah, you can. So that's just that. So basically, you're now blind to the basilisk. So you hit it with disadvantage.
Okay. But I knew where it was, so I can.
You know where it was. Yes.
Cool.
It's now Disarn's turn, and Disarn, he kind of waves his hand and just turns invisible. Poof, and he's just gone.
Great.
What do you do? So,
Well, it's time, friends. What 2 spells can I use? Fireball. Let's kill everyone. Can I? I just need to look at some stuff. I don't know what does enough damage. I could do a 3d6 burning hands. I could do a lightning bolt. Or a fireball, but that that's no. Look at this room. Or I can just Eldritch Blast, which at the minute does 1d10 plus my charisma.
it is 2d10.
Eldritch Blast. Eldritch Blast, absolutely.
Okay, feel free to roll it.
Is it actually?
You're rolling with disadvantage twice.
Okay, disadvantage. 1, 2. Oh my gosh, look at that!
A 17 and a 19 with disadvantage still both hit.
That's
and you
really
deal
cool.
5 damage to the creature. Do you have Agonizing Blast as an Eldritch Invocation?
I think I do. Yeah, let me. I need to find things. Oh? Yes, I do.
You do. Okay. In that case, what is your modifier for Charisma?
4.
4. Okay, so this takes 4, 8, 12, 13 damage instead.
I need to code that in. That's.
So you see as these ember-like bolts appear in your hand, and they whiz over to the basilisk, slamming into its coat, and it has that same intangible but bludgeoning force damage, and now you kind of understand why that potion has that kind of symbol on it. Like it really is. It's like an intangible force.
Wait, so Eldritch Blast is a 4 spell?
Eldritch Blast is a force spell. Yes.
Okay, so if this basilisk took that, it would have. Am I understanding right? Like.
So you you gain a greater understanding of why the potion of force had that sticker upon it. You know the symbol that I showed you.
The blue? Oh no, the box with the arrow.
Yeah, I can draw it again if you
No,
wish.
no, no, it's fine. I understand.
It's just a small bit of flavour as to why, that potion had that
Hmm.
symbol.
You can't blame
symbol.
me for getting confused. I have 5 potions from this place now.
It is all good. All right, and is that the end of your turn?
Oh yeah, that was. I could do bonus action stuff. Can I go invisible on the shadows? Use your action. Ah. Taken. Hmm. don't think I have any bonus action stuff, honestly, which is kind of bad. I really need to be making use of that.
As far as I know, your amulet your lantern and your misty step are your only bonus actions.
Yeah, we need to look into that next level up.
We shall.
Okay, yeah, that's just me then. I might move behind the table.
Okay, the table will afford you +2 cover.
Nice.
Alright, and with that, Krytos continues to scream. And he is continuing to look at the basilisk and like slashing into it. And Krytos does quite some damage. So let me see. Okay. So with that, you hear Dazan. He's invisible somewhere in this room, and he says, Krytos, avert your eyes. And immediately Krytos's eyes roll up into his head, and he stops looking at the basilisk. Okay. It's now the basilisk's turn. The basilisk's turn. Apologies, can't get that out of my mouth. Okay, so the basilisk is looking damaged now, and it has captured Krytos, and now sees you behind the table. It dives towards you, climbing up onto the table. Are you watching it?
No, I said I wasn't looking at it.
So it's going to be hitting you with advantage.
But I have +2 cover.
Okay. So you have +2 cover, so your AC is what?
15.
15. Okay. Unfortunately, it's got a 17.
Okay, that's not fun. Can you roll a bit worse, please?
Well, that 17 is technically a 22 to hit. I'm going to take 2d6 plus 3 piercing damage.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Take 11 damage.
Stop.
I will not. I refuse to. And as these claws pierce your skin, as you're trying to like hold up this table to kind of fend it off, you feel this kind of like burst of poison within the wound as you realize its claws are also poisoned. You take an additional 7 poison damage.
Uh-huh.
How are you feeling?
Not great. Not great. That was just one turn, and I'm basically halved.
Zahn appears within the room. He has taken a stance behind this creature, and he reappears, and you see as he turns his hand, and a magic missile appears from within it. And with a like these darts kind of hit the basilisk in the back, dealing some damage. Okay, it's now your turn. What do you do?
Okay. I would have disadvantage doing Eldritch Blast here, wouldn't I?
You would, because it's within melee range.
Is this door open, or is this just... Am I seeing, like, just because...
All doors are open.
Technically, I could Thunderstep to here. Isn't that efficient? But...
It isn't, and you would also hurt Krytos.
Ah, I would, wouldn't I? There is nothing good I can do here, annoyingly. What is mirror image?
You have a bonus action, Misty Step, do you not? Oh no, you replaced it with Thunderstep.
Yeah, because we said it was better.
Yeah, I mean it is, but not for the action economy.
I genuinely think we should go back to the Misty Step next. Yeah. Um, we could do a mirror image. That would be cool. And it's not concentration. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna cast mirror image.
Okay. So, for a second, your entire skin turns cinder black, like ash black, and you feel as these two cinder like shadows peel themselves off of you and sit either side of you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually three. So three people now take up your space, constantly shifting and moving. Any of them could be you.
So if I moved here, does it get an attack on me or?
It gets an attack on you that could potentially be taken by one of your duplicates.
Yeah, I need to move.
Okay, and the basilisk takes its reaction attack with you blind. It hits, and let's see. If you have three duplicates, roll 6 or higher. So can you roll me a d20, please? Okay, and with that, one of your duplicates um, dashes into the way of your um, of the basilisk's strike. For a second, you look at this duplicate. It looks exactly like you, and you can see this ember burning where its heart is. It dives in front of you and presses itself onto the blow, and with a puff of ash, it is destroyed.
That's
You have
really
two
cool.
duplicates remaining.
2, did you say?
Two, yes.
Okay. That's my turn. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with bonus action.
Okay. Quintus continues to slice into the basilisk. He is slowly killing it. And it's now the basilisk. I cannot say this.
Basilisk.
Basilisk.
It's okay.
Basilisk. Basilisk. Sorry, chat. Fumbling my words. Okay. So the basilisk is going to crawl over the table and get towards you. Unfortunately, it doesn't proc any kind of like opportunity attacks or anything from Quintus because he's still within Quintus's range. It's going to come to you. It's trying to meet your gaze. It's like looking at you as you're in the corner. Where are you facing? What are you looking at?
I'm just not looking at it. I've just got my eyes closed when, or like looking at the wall or something.
Okay.
I can't believe it's in melee range again. I'm so annoyed.
With that, it strikes. And this time, these strikes completely miss as it attempts to strike one of the cinder souls, and and misses.
Yes. You're not pressing.
Oh, sorry. Realizing it's in trouble now, you see it flee, and it begins to run away. Quintus manages to get a reaction attack upon it, kind of scoring a cut.
Nice.
You can also try if you wish.
I didn't have a weapon out, so I was just casting.
In fact, we'll say because you're not looking at it, I would say you probably can't see when it leaves.
Yeah, but I know it's gone, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay, so now it has kind of like disappeared down the corridor, and you do not know where it is. His arm moves up, readying a spell. What do you do?
I am gonna go out. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it. Oh. Never mind.
Each square is 5 foot, if that helps.
Let's try this one. I can get here.
Okay.
What? It's not
Make
here?
me an make me a perception check. These rooms are covered in rubble, so it could be hiding behind some.
24.
24. Okay. You heard it hiding in the south room.
Oh, behind me. Okay.
Indeed.
I used my movement. Don't really want to dash. I can bonus action move my imp, right?
Yeah, that's not even a bonus action.
What is the bonus action?
It's a free action. You can just tell him to move.
Gonna get him to get some vision.
Okay. Is he still invisible?
Yes.
Okay. You see the basilisk hiding behind a table.
Because I now have vision of this, can I Eldritch Blast?
Um,
So
yes,
this door was
you
open,
can.
so
It has +5 cover.
that's okay.
Okay. One of those eldritch blasts, the 20, whizzes through a crack in the table, and you hear as it expires. You just hear like kind of a wet kind of thud and a slowly deflating wheeze. You've killed it.
Ah. Oh yeah, because sorry, I thought you meant my magic expired, and I was like, what? What do you mean it doesn't work?
No. The creature has expired.
Oh yeah, call over to the others if we're not in combat anymore. It's fine, we're safe. And go.
Right. Okay. Are you sure everything's all right?
Um, well, it's dead now. Unless you can, do healing magic, that would be amazing.
I'm afraid I can't.
Ugh. Well, let's get looking for interesting objects.
Okay. So with that, the room the basilisk has come into seems to be some kind of bedchamber. The bed isn't in this room, it is upside down on the floor, its rotted blankets peeking out from underneath the disintegrating mattress. Mounted to the north wall is a tall, cracked mirror in a stone frame that merges seamlessly with the surrounding. Lying underneath two dirt-clogged windows is a partially crumbled, rime-covered human skeleton in the tattered shreds of a nightgown.
Ooh, okay. So this is the bedroom, and the room we were passed in with Cole was what?
So the room you passed in
This.
full is... Give me a sec. So the walls of this chamber are inscribed with interconnected runes and marred with cracks. What is now the ceiling bears similar inscriptions that swirl inward, converging around a golden crystal disc 5 feet in diameter.
Is that the thing I saw?
It might well be, yes.
Amazing. Okay. Before we go in there and complete that puzzle, then I'm just gonna like pillage this room, like taking up the sheets, having a look under it, and then like checking over the corpse for any rings or anything of interest.
Okay. So, do you disturb the corpse?
I'm sorry, you didn't have to word it like this was Skyrim crypts or something. Disturb as in I'm being really gentle and just looking over it.
Are you looking or are you touching?
Looking.
That is always the answer.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Um, Behind the bed, you find a chest, and you don't see this chest. Instead, you hit your toe on it
Oh.
because the chest is invisible.
So I get on my knees and like start feeling for this thing.
Okay,
Uh, can I find the keyhole or the latch with my like feeling around?
you do indeed. Um, you do indeed find a keyhole. Yes.
Does my key fit from the previous chest upstairs?
Unfortunately, it doesn't. There may be a key close by.
Okay. I and Cole and Bimp continue looking.
So you continue looking around and make me an investigation check.
Can I have advantage because I'm using my imps?
Yes, you can.
20.
Okay. You see a small brass key and a sealed scroll tube on the corpse of the what you can assume to be a wizard.
What? Sorry, a sealed
Sealed scroll tube and a small brass key
on the skeleton. Okay,
on the skeleton. Yes.
we're taking these. Very carefully using the imps.
Okay. Make me a sleight of hand check if you're doing it very carefully.
20.
Okay. So you reach slowly into the tattered remains of a pocket and pull out these items. And as you do, you see within the chest of the wizard a small glowing blue light begins to appear. And as your hands go away, the glowing blue light fades.
Oh. What? But why though? What? Okay, I'm thinking. So he might have been. But no, surely he died here. Hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna open the chest for now. I can't think of anything other than like he was cursed or like guarding the treasure because he was a wizard or something, you know. But don't shrug, you know the answer.
Yes, I know the answer, but I can't tell you.
No.
Okay. So with that, you can open the spell scroll if you wish.
Uh, did I get the key to open the chest?
You did get a key, yes.
Can I try it on the chest?
You certainly can. So, um, feeling over this chest, you can pick this chest up. By the way, it's not too heavy. It's £25,
Okay.
and you can pop. Do you pop the key into the lock?
Yes. Yes, please.
Okay. You open it up, and the inside of the chest is not invisible.
That's cool.
Inside the chest is what appears to be an ancient leather-bound spellbook that bears a rune on its spine, identical to the one that appears on the mysterious amulet.
Oh, okay. Is it an extra big book? Because the amulet was giant.
As you pick up the book, um, you realise it's sodden, it's rotten. Well, it's not sodden, it's completely dry. It's rotten, and it basically just disintegrates into dust. The only thing remaining is just a tiny bit of this little rune that appears on the front of the spellbook.
Damn. Okay, but we do have an invisible chest though.
You do indeed have an invisible chest.
Oh my god. That made me shit myself. Our Google turned on. Oh my gosh. Why is it talking about stuff?
I think it may have thought we said, the words to activate it. The words that we cannot say.
No, we did not. It is mistaken. Okay, invisible chest. And what is the spell scroll of spell tube? What is a spell tube?
The spell scroll or spell tube is a holder for a spell scroll that keeps it from like rotting, basically.
Oh no, is that rotten too?
Oh no, this one is perfectly fine.
Okay.
So you look at it, and so stamped into a rolled up piece of golden foil is a spell scroll of invisibility.
Annoyingly useless. For me.
Potentially.
But that's fine, we can sell this.
Remember, spell scrolls don't take up a spell slot.
I know, but I don't need a spell slot for One with Shadows.
This is true.
And because of Icewind conditions, I can always use One with Shadows.
However, you can't move or take actions whilst you are invisible with that Eldritch invocation.
True. Okay. Well,
But yes, this may sell for quite a lot of money.
which buys health potions, which is far more needed, to be honest. How many health potions can we get? Well then, I'm gonna go into the other room, and it's time to get fixing up Dazan.
Okay. So you enter the last area.
Yes.
Bizarre looks around and he's like rubbing his hands in excitement.
Well, I think we have to use that gold circle up there. And then I'm not sure.
As you point, you see an illusory figure appear upside down in the far corner of the room, standing on the ceiling. It appears to be the same long-faced human wizard depicted in the statues just inside the Spire's entrance.
That's cool.
It begins speaking in a language you do not know.
I grab Dazan. Get in here! I can't understand it.
And Design kind of comes around the corner like, what on earth?
Do you know what it's saying?
Ah, I can understand a little bit of Laros, their language.
Laros.
It says, behold my, could be framework, could be glory. Here, illusions. Can be, it's some kind of, could be fabricated or become substance. He's offering to let us make an illusion and then stand it atop the crystal disc. That's all I can tell.
Do you know illusion magic?
I know quite a lot of illusion magic, yes.
So, I have two ideas. You either make an illusion of yourself and put it up there, or you are the illusion and you put it there.
I would like to be the illusion.
Okay, so how do we get you up there?
I have a levitate spell, it's fine.
Oh, well that's handy. But this feels too easy. Dazan, the things I saw, I don't want to get this wrong. I mean, how could we possibly get this wrong? You just go up there.
Make me an Arcana check with advantage.
Thank you. 22.
Ooh, 22 or a natural one. Okay. So, um, with that, you look at this disc. This disc is cracked slightly. The reason that it's not working correctly and is instead giving these 4 outputs instead of 1 good output is that it is damaged.
Wait, Dazan, don't do anything just yet. Look, it's broken.
Right. It is broken. Yes. It's still worth it, isn't it?
No, absolutely not. You'll get the wrong outcome. Do you perhaps have the mending spell?
I do have the mending spell, yes.
Can you try it? I don't possess that one, I'm afraid.
Okay. So he reaches up, and you see as he mends the disc back together, and the gold of the disc kind of like becomes liquid and then kind of like um, melds together. However, in doing so, it does destroy some of the runes on this. Thankfully, you were watching them as it did this.
Okay. Now I have experience in working with putting runes on things because of the summer star. Um, I do have a kit on me. I have a tinker's tools and a smith's tools.
Oh, well, feel free, please.
I can't get up there. Um,
Oh, no problem. And he casts levitate upon
and I go up haphazardly and yeah, I try my best to get these runes back in.
you. Okay. Make me your choice of check.
I'm so
You can
nervous.
have your proficiency uh, added onto this. So, like, you could treat it like it's expertise, basically.
My proficiency is what?
Your proficiency is +3, I believe.
I would argue Arcana.
Yes, so you'll be using a tool to do this. So it would be Tinker's Tools Intelligence with your proficiency.
Ah, that is the worst it could be. So it's intelligence +3, right?
Or you could use Dexterity with your Tinker's Tools.
Yes, much better. And can I have advantage if Dazan is like helping me remember the runes and like what we just saw? We have enough
I would say
eyes.
yes. Design is a wizard, so,
16.
16. Okay, and I said that's plus your proficiency, so that's actually 18. No, 19.
That's good. That's very good. This is really stressful.
You slowly scratch in to the soft gold runes that, as far as you can tell, are similar to the runes that you saw before.
Okay. You can put me down. I think we're okay now.
Zahn looks at you and kind of like nods his head.
Good luck. And I'm sorry if I couldn't do it just right.
It's okay. It's worth a shot anyway. Princess, if I suddenly die, save this lady.
You're very kind.
Quintus looks at his master. Quintus now has stone feet, by the way. So,
Little boots.
yeah, he kind of makes a lot of noise when he walks. And Quintus
Fine.
kind of Quintus nods over and says, "Yes." And with that, he steps beneath the disc, levitates himself upwards, and touches it. Now, I need a life spark. You need to touch me.
Okay. And she, as he's floating, reaches up as far as she can with her finger and, touches his hand.
Okay. I'm about to roll. I'm not going to show chat.
You're,
I'm not going to show you.
you're doing a real life dice roll.
Yeah, I am.
What dice are you using?
I'm using the dice, the blue dice with the liquid core.
Mm. The Icewind dice.
The Icewind dice, yes. Ultimately fair. Simulacrum.
Those dice aren't fair though. That's the problem with them. Don't give me that face. Don't give me that face. What did we do?
Zahn does not turn into a blob of black jelly.
Thank goodness.
Dizarm does not turn into a snowman.
Uh-huh.
Dizarm becomes real. How long he will stay real, you do not yet know.
Oh, that's so cool.
He looks down at himself, and you see a smile blossoming across his face. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Okay. Uh, this is amazing. Thank you so much, he says, and shaking your hand.
It's no problem. I'm glad it worked. You can pick things up now. Pick up a stone. Check it.
He picks up a stone, and he seems very happy.
No. Well, I'm glad I could help you. Just no killing adventurers, okay?
That wasn't me that did that. That was my creator after he separated me.
Yes.
So I don't even have any memory of that.
Good. Good. Well, I think that's everything in this tower. That's amazing. I wonder if it has any magic left.
I would very much like to know that. I would very much like to stay here for a while and look at it.
Then I think I will stay with you. I have an artifact that, if I could replicate it, that would be amazing. It brings back good weather, so having a few of them would be interesting.
Okay.
For now, though, I should probably rest. I have a lamp I'm going to go into. Please don't take it or steal it or damage it.
um, certainly, as you wish.
And she goes upstairs with the rope and just like last minute collects all the books, and she is actually now going to take these to her patron as like a gift for him to read.
Okay. Let me get the book's names for you so you can write them down.
I'm gonna be unticking them from my sheet what my patron has. Ooh, Lost Scrolls of Scribble?
Sabriel, I
Oh,
think.
Sabriel.
Or Sabrail, maybe.
Do you actually want these all on my character sheet?
Yes. Your character sheet is insane.
Yeah, this is definitely a you problem for later.
Yes.
See, when you have a genie lamp to go into, you can just take everything, put it in there. You know, it's great.
Indeed, it's amazing.
Here lies the king. These are so interesting.
I believe we may also have a promise to fulfill. Are you going to drink the potion?
I don't want to waste it now. I thought I might need it. I'd like to do some more investigation in it.
Yeah.
I want to ask my patron.
Now Dazan can touch it, he can cast Identify
Oh,
upon it.
he can cast Identify? Please. Oh. I give him that and the amulet.
Okay, you do so. So he identifies the uh, Yeah, he identifies the amulet as a shield guardian amulet, and he identifies the potion as. Give me a second. Okay. Um, if a creature drinks this liquid, uh, it gains the ability to cast the minor illusion cantrip at will.
It's really useful. I can.
And that is permanent. If you drink this, you will get the minor illusion cantrip permanently.
No way, no way, no way. For like forever?
Yes,
I
forever.
drink it. Ugh, yes.
Okay, you drink it down.
I,
It smells like elderberries, and it tastes like fluoride, mint.
mm, I can imagine like her sitting with her patron, in the evening, and like, Kevin Porro's little deer imp like pushing the potion towards,
Yes,
saying
the
for
Kevin Porro
himself.
gremlin, fucking imp, seems to know what this is somehow.
That's really sweet.
Okay,
So I can get rid of this potion and add on minor illusion. Oh, how fun!
yes you can. That's so good for a warlock as well. Let me just pop the shield guardian amulet uh, description onto a handout for you.
Mhm. That's really cool that you just get a permanent spell. Out of curiosity, did we find that one last time we played Icewind Dale?
No, we didn't. I believe it fell to the floor and smashed.
Mm. Bell the Cat, I want to reply to your comment in a really funny, witty way, but it's like heavily spoiler filled, so anyone don't listen if you hate end of campaign spoilers, but that'll happen later. uh, this is so cool. Oh, I can't believe there's so much in the tower. Oh, you're giving me a proper handout for the Shield Guardian Emerald. Can you show me?
There you go. Feel free to share that with chat.
The amulet is a 4-inch wide disc and comprises silver framed wood with a rune carved into its face. A detect magic spell reveals a magical aura of enchantment around the amulet. Every shield guardian has an amulet magically linked to it. I don't quite understand.
So basically, you realize that somewhere in the world is a shield guardian that you now have control of.
Can I control it to come to me? Will it just slowly come to me?
So you know the distance and direction of the shield guardian. And as you look up, you realize you can feel something far away to the north.
So this is like a late game thing?
As an action, you can try and reactivate the shield guardian.
Yes.
This can only be done while the amulet and guardian are within 10 feet of each other.
Damn. Okay.
So
Oh,
I
that's
think you should put it on
exciting.
your quests to retrieve your shield guardian
Yes,
friend.
I will write this down. Perfect. I don't know about you, but I feel like this is an amazing place to end the session.
I believe it is. So, as you bed down at the bottom of this place, and you hear the happy little Desan working in his new study, his illusionary kind of area, um, you've done a good job. Um, one last thing, if you would like to try and retrieve a poison of petrification from the basilisk's corpse, you can.
Yeah, I should probably do that in the morning. Like, I can imagine her patron telling her she
Certainly.
could do this.
Just roll me a survival check, and let's just see. With advantage, because you'll get help.
Double 20s.
Okay, you can add 1 vial of petrification poison to your list as well.
Oh gosh. Perfect. Well, thank you all for joining us on this session. As you can tell, we really enjoyed this one. We didn't even take a break. That was great.
Yeah, that was a slog. I loved it though.
I'm very glad to have got through the entire tower in one session. Really cool.
As always, let's pop a little invite to the World of Fate server. Feel free to join if you wish.
Yes, chicken
And
pics.
of course, we have to send chicken pics in the. We'll do it in general chat in Discord. Okay.
Yes, that sounds amazing. Next week, what do you think we'll be doing?
Next week we will be following another one of um, your quests, and hopefully Dazan will be accompanying us.
I'm hoping to do the Ankachuk one.
We'll see.
I don't want to do um the dwarf ones. They're not as fun for me.
We can just forget those if you wish.
Oh, no. Yeah, we can see. Anyway, that's a next week, not next week, 2 weeks next Friday. That again doesn't make sense. In Friday in 2 weeks, there we go.
Uh, the 2nd of December.
Yes. Oh, December already. Awesome. Well, thank you all and have a wonderful rest of your day. Catch you then.
Bye bye.